The dolls in this haul were found at the flea market on April 14th. I'm posting this video kind of late because we were in the middle of a bunch of other projects, so I didn't have time to edit it all together until now, the day before I'm posting this video. So I hope you don't mind. I am going to try to keep my flea market hauls and stuff a little bit more current, but sometimes depending on what other things I have to post or how busy I am, there might be a little bit of a delay. This is our second week of flea marketing, what you see in this video, because our flea market, the one we regularly go to, is seasonal. But we did find things the first week, but there were only 2 dolls that we found, so I am going to be doing another collective haul video, so if you liked the past one that I posted, then stay tuned for that, because I'm just going to be including smaller flea market hauls there instead of having their own designated videos. And I also do have some footage of cleaning the dolls from this haul, so it's sort of like a transformative haul. There wasn't really much of a difference to make it into a whole transformation video, but I thought it would make the haul maybe a little bit more interesting. Yeah, we were really excited to find these dolls. We got them as a group together for $15, and they normally weren't the kinds of Barbies we would have gone for separately on their own, because they were all kind of from that newer, more generic era. But there were a few things that were interesting, and since the seller wanted to unload it all together, that's why we decided to get them. So as you're seeing this video, all of the dolls and the playsets and things are already posted on my Flickr, so feel free to check out my Flickr if you want to read more about them, see everything in detail. You don't need a Flickr to view my photos. And yeah, there was a little bit of a delay, in part because we were still working on updating all my guide photos on Flickr. So if you didn't watch one of my episodes of Dolly Diaries, basically we are updating every single guide photo on my Flickr, so the outfits, the dolls' faces, the dolls themselves. And we've actually made really good headway despite just starting it a couple months ago. Because of that, when we got the new dolls, we had my 2000s Barbies containers out, so it was a little chaotic, so that might cause a few delays sometimes. But the dolls all did get cleaned right away, and their photos got taken as soon as possible, so I am keeping up with the new dolls too. Just videos can be a little bit more consuming to put together, so I hope you enjoy, and let's get on to the haul and mini transformation. So in a tote at the flea market, we saw some Barbie dolls from a newer generation, so mid-2000s to present day. And what intrigued us initially was this Stacy doll and the Stacy body donor, who at the time had her head. The man wanted to sell them all together, and because there was some really cool furniture, like this grocery store and some other bits and bobs, we decided we would buy them all for $15. And we're not going to the flea market next weekend because we have to help out at a friend's bridal shower. This was a pretty good find. So I will introduce you to the dolls. This is Shimmer Princess Belle from 2007. Dolls from this era are pretty generic, but I'm fairly certain that's who she is, although there might have been other ones that she could be too. We have Surf's Up Beach Barbie, who I actually already have, but she's a different country make. Beach Party Bike Barbie. She's really loose. She's in probably the worst condition of these dolls.
And I actually thought if any of the dolls weren't going to pan out to be good for anything but a body donor, I thought for some reason it was going to be her we were going to have problems with, because the guy didn't put her on the table. He left her in the bag with the furniture.
Dreamhouse Adventures quote-unquote travel Barbie. I have Daisy in her line. I got Daisy for my birthday in 2019 from my friend Beth, so I was really excited when I learned who she was, and we actually got a few of her pieces, that's her backpack and her eye mask and her dog and her sunglasses. Musician Barbie, so she's really not that old in the grand scheme of things. You can see she's got some schmutz on her face. She is the one who comes with this really cool desk and bench, and then she has some of her instruments and her water bottle and her headphones, and her shirt. And she's wearing a really cool fashion pack. The Team Stacy puppy doll, this is not her outfit. That outfit actually goes to that doll. But she does have part of her furniture set and her shoes and her dog bone. We have a Steffi Love Evie doll. That's her little sister. They're really generic, so I don't know which version she is, but she does have articulated knees. We have Three Musketeers Vivica Kelly. I already have this doll. I actually got her in the Crazy for Bratz Kids lot, but this doll's face paint is in much better condition, and she has her hat. A Babysitters Inc. Nap and Nurture Nursery Baby. This is my newest baby in my collection. I don't have any babies that are from this far along, and she actually has like a little PlayStation and some of those toys that go with it. Wedding gift set Chelsea doll, who went to the Stacy in that outfit, and she's actually in really nice condition. Carousel Chelsea and her friend, and those are body donors, like I said. And there's just some cool furniture, like there's this 2020 supermarket playset, and there's some of the food that goes to it, not much. And then these are pieces to a 2-story dream house that we already have. And then there's some pieces to a dentist Barbie. And a few other odds and ends like Shopkins and like a Belle Polly Pocket. And sometimes, like, instead of donating things like this, I'll save them for photo props and video props for like Kid Core Katie's bedroom or like kids' toys and stuff. And this dog actually goes to the Beach Party Bike Barbie. So here I'm taking out the cardboard inserts from the grocery store. I had to use a little flathead screwdriver to pop them out. The reason I didn't just spot clean this set with some all-purpose cleaner, because it didn't really look dirty, was that it smelled really bad, like kind of like man and cigarette. So that's why they had to soak in some dish soap and baking soda. And then in this clip here, we are putting all of the plastic stuff in one bin. This container actually had some strawberry shortcake dolls at the flea market in 2015. It has a strawberry shortcake label on it from the previous owner. All of like the containers and things you see us use for like soaking dolls or transport, they're pretty much from the flea market. And we're undressing the dolls too. And the yellow laundry tub is also from the flea market. We got it on opening day of 2014. There were some holiday Barbies and mouse poop inside it, but it's really handy. They sell containers like this at the dollar store or Walmart that have handles, and that's why it's so great for doing laundry. There wasn't a lot of laundry to do here, but it was pretty stinky, and some of the pieces looked more rough than others because they might have been a little bit older. So I don't always let my dolls soak, but these guys, again, were pretty smelly. So you could see I put some dish soap and baking soda in the sink and just let that foam up, and I put the dolls in so they could just hang out while I cleaned them. We were listening to music very loudly during this part, so you're not going to get any more like raw sounds from here on out. But that's what voiceovers are for. Sometimes I alternate between voiceovers and like including clips of cleaning, just because I get bored editing the same things, because I follow pretty much the same ritual when washing dolls. I know some people prefer voiceovers, and some people find like the sounds of dolls being cleaned relaxing. So don't worry, I don't always commit to one style. I mix it up based on my mood, or in this case I couldn't have done raw footage because you would have heard copyrighted music. So some of the dolls needed a lot more attention than others. That Beach Party doll, for instance, was really grubby and gross. I'm holding her in this clip, and she needed a lot of scrubbing. So I would wash them with dish soap, then I'd go over them with baking soda, and just because they're newer, that doesn't mean that I skimp on them. And I do always try to be a little bit more careful on dolls from like the 08, 09, 2010 era, because there was like kind of a defect with the way Mattel's paint was on dolls, whether it was Monster High, Disney, Barbies. Sometimes like dolls from this era, their face paint just flakes off for no reason, like even if you don't wash them. So I was more careful with some of the older dolls from this lot because they were from that era. And then Colleen would be conditioning and detangling their hair while I was doing this. And I'm rinsing out all of the play sets in like smaller pieces with some warm water, and I'm going to put them on a towel on my counter to dry. And this was the boil washing area. I love using the kettle. It creates a really even heat which is much better than the microwave, and I can make a lot more water and do a lot more dolls at once. So I pretty much never use a microwave unless I'm like heating up a very small bowl to say like fix a small area of hair. Even when I'm like heating doll heads to pull them off for body swaps, you're just gonna get a much more even heat. And I've had this kettle for like 5 years, and it was like less than $20 at Walmart. And I also use it just for like if I need to clean things around the house and I'm trying to like make really hot water for some reason. It's good for that too. But it's pretty much for my dolls. And here I'm just combing them out. Some of them had nylon hair that needed to be flat ironed, which you'll see in a few clips from now. And of course they need the gel drizzled all over them. It's just like some strong hold gel diluted in water. I use this on all of my dolls, and it's in this little color bottle I have left over from cosmetology school. It makes their hair smell good, tames the flyaways, adds some shine. You'd have to be careful with the ratio. Too much gel can make it too sticky, and too little gel you won't see a difference. And this bike Barbie I'm holding, her legs are jiggly because they're supposed to be loose because she's supposed to ride her bike. And this is the doll laundry hanging to dry in my sister's room. We have a small fan on top of the hamper. And then these are all the other dolls. Block you from getting the whole bed. You're not naked? Oh no, it's too bad you can't go to my bed. Oh wait, you can. Here. And as I mentioned, there were a few dolls that had nylon hair. So the Carousel Chelsea and her friend had gross hair even after the boil wash. Her brunette friend was the worst. It reminded me of like clone doll hair. Speaking of clone dolls, I also did Steffi Love Evie's hair while I had the flat iron out. And her hair was better quality than the Chelsea's, which is shameful. I did turn the flat iron under for Chelsea because I didn't want her hair to be pinned straight. She has kind of an interesting haircut that would look bad straight. The girls before: Belle, Surf's Up Beach Party Barbie, Beach Party Bike Barbie, Travel Barbie, Poor Musician Barbie, who, ew. Team Stacy, Evie, Vivica, Baby, Wedding Gift Set Chelsea, and the 2 Carnival Chelsea dolls. And here are the ladies after. Belle has this really cute little ribbon that I had left over from a dressmaking kit. I put it in her hair. I don't have her original outfit, but she looks cute in this riding one. Now, Surf's Up Barbie. We actually had 2 of her shirts, but this doll came with her bottoms, and I decided just to give her the outfit instead of my old Surf's Up Barbie, even though my old one's a little bit nicer just because she was already wearing a fashion pack. We have the Beach Party Bike doll. Her hair needed a lot of work. It was really frizzy, and she's meant to have a lot of slack to ride her bike. My favorite is the Travel Lady. She looks really cute in this new fashion pack, and her hair is beautiful. Then Musician Barbie. She still has like a little bit of pink discoloration on her cheeks, but I didn't want to be too aggressive with stain removal or anything. Stacy, this is the Team Stacy doll in the bridesmaid outfit. It looks so good on her, and we don't have a lot of clothes for dolls from this era. And these Stacy's are a lot skinnier than the old ones. And then we have the Wedding Gift Set Chelsea, who looked really nice to begin with. She has saran hair. Then we have the Carousel dolls. The friend here, I had to flat iron her hair and trim it, and it's sticking up a little bit just because of the flat iron, even though I did wash it again. And then with Chelsea here, I used the flat iron and I curled it under to keep the texture because it would look straight, weird straight. And then I made this little tutu. I took a piece of lace and put snaps on it, and then I had this like bunny rickrack I got at the dollar store I thought would look cute with the bunnies on her outfit. We have Evie from the Steffi Love line. I think this is her outfit. The pieces match each other and they feel like Steffi Love quality, but I haven't found pictures yet, and I did flat iron her hair. And then we have Vivica. Now, I had this doll already from the Crazy for Brats Kids a Lot, and this is actually my old doll's dress. This one has better face paint. My other doll's is flaking. And then we have the baby, who looks pretty much the same because it wasn't that bad. I hope you enjoyed this video. As I said at the beginning, if you're interested in seeing these dolls, pictures, reading more about them, etc., feel free to check out my Flickr. Some of them were released like more than once, so they have like different box dates and stuff, so that's kind of interesting if you want to know more about that. And until next time, love your dolls, love yourself, and love your life.